Hi there, this is Drutter, and today is June the 10th, 2011. I thought I would do my first, perhaps of many, Bitcoin porn videos. Take it away. Yeah. Go Bitcoin. Yeah. No, seriously. I got a few reasons why Bitcoins are not good money or currency. One, Bitcoin is not a tangible asset with intrinsic value. Two, Bitcoin is not a tangible asset with intrinsic value. And three, you guessed it, Bitcoin is not a tangible asset with intrinsic value. So no, you won't be catching me turning my silver, gold, or even paper dollars into Bitcoin at this time. If a stable system were to develop using Bitcoin or another decentralized payment method, then yeah, I would investigate that. That's a good goal. That's something, that's telling the banks and the, governments and central banks around the world, hey, we're not going to use your retarded money anymore. We're going to, use something that's not in your control for once. Good goal. But that is not Bitcoin. And Bitcoin is anything but stable. Currently has almost no use. There's a couple of websites up there where you can buy t-shirts that say, I bought this t-shirt using Bitcoin. And a couple other things. But, it currently has almost no use. It's appreciating incredibly fast. I believe a few weeks ago they were 70 cents a piece. And now they're going for about $40 on eBay. And that goes up every night. Every time I check, it's up. So it's not stable. It's just being used as an investment vehicle for speculators at this time. Okay guys, I'm on futurepros.com. I'm looking at their chart on silver. This is about a 1.5 year chart. Each little bar represents a day in the life of silver. And we all know and love this chart. But I wanted to take a closer look at that trading range I mentioned in the video recently. Of course, I'm not big on technical analysis. I'm more into fundamentals, but I do like to look at charts and see what information I can glean from them. I'm not trying to predict the future here, as some can do. What I'm really doing is looking at the past and seeing what I can learn from the past in silver. Now, that range that I talked about actually goes back a lot further. I spoke of it starting here on the breakout, but it actually goes back to, remember that dip we had in February of 2010. It went down just below $15 for a little while there. We haven't seen that price since. But the chart, the trading range does start there. So if you draw a line in along these tops here, along this top and this top, let's just set it there. It continues on through these tops. Now draw the bottoms starting here and going through that bottom there. And as you can see, it goes through those bottoms there on the right-hand side also. So this trading range is a 1.5 years long, actually 16 months, just over 16 months, almost a 1.5 years long. And as you can see, it started out here in February 2010 at about $15 and ranged along this top of the line here. My technical analysis terms are not up to snuff, but you guys get the general gist of what I'm trying to say. Then flattened out, bounced off the bottom of the trading range here, came up and tested the top a couple of times, then tested the bottom, then tested the top again and broke through. And this is the speculators on leverage buying into silver, and pushed it up to $50, crashed it back down, right back into the trading range, bounced off the top, bounced off the bottom, and now is ranging in that mid-30s area. We're currently at 36 something right now. So that's a 1 year and 4 months where silver has traded in a very narrow range, a very narrow upward range. Other than that, bump up to 50 and back to 40 again. So I don't know what this means. I'm just pointing it out. I like to have a look at these things from time to time. Charts don't often trade in a range like that for such a long time. Silver is known as a volatile investment, but here it is trading for a year and 4 months within a fairly narrow band. And you know, where can we say that we're going from here? We can't really predict anything using this. Although if we believe that it will stay in this range over the next little while, then we can be pretty sure that it's going to be trading somewhere between 34 and maybe 40, 41 over the next month or so. Of course, you know, huge things can happen. The news can come out that, you know, Osama bin Laden died again, for example, and who knows what would happen then. But for the time being, it looks like silver is in this year and 4 month long range from February 2010 to June 2011. And I will update this chart and have a look and keep my eye on it and see what happens over the next while, if it breaks above or below or continues in this range. A few days ago I did my first trade involving a panda. I got this off the Silver Watch in a trade. We did some trading of maples and grizzlies and things. But this is my first 1 ounce Chinese silver panda, so I thought I would show you guys. And actually I'm headed off to the Silver Watch's house to watch the second half of the Canucks game. They are going to be taking down Boston Bruins tonight for the Stanley Cup Finals. And the series is tied at 2-2, and it's a best of 7 series. So we'll have some beers, talk about silver, watch the game. And I hope everyone else is having a really good day, and I hope you have a great weekend. Talk to you soon.